So we'll start, right? Okay. So we are completed scripting. So we can move to the controller. So means once complete for the scripting all script enhancements, the script will ready with
Share
the.
your screen.
Okay, I'm not showing anything. Okay, no worry. Share. Okay. Okay. So once scripting is completed, like what are the scripting announcements, correlation, parametration, validation point, as per client requirement, if it is a local file operation, maybe load, uh, like generate random. So as per your requirement, if you need to complete for the all scripting announcements, then that script will ready with the multiplier point of view. So this is the your work. Before going to the execution, you need to do for the this kind of scripting. So like you can record the script and do for the scripting. And once complete that, right, we can push that into the controller. So what is the controller? Controller nothing but we can design the scenario and execute with the multiplier point of view. We can use for the controller. So now I am opening from the controller, and this is the version is 2020. And once we can open this, right, it will be look like this. Okay, so it will open like this. Here we have the select scenario type. We have two scenarios will be there: manual scenario, goal oriented scenario. So what is the difference between manual scenario, goal oriented scenario? Manual nothing but manually you need to design the scenario, like how many number of user you want to execute, how much duration you want to execute. These all things you need to decide. So that is why you need select manual. Goal oriented scenario nothing but, so it is a tool itself to design the scenario. So maximum will never go with the goal oriented scenario. We can go with the manual scenario only. So you need to select for the manual scenario. Okay, and after that we can see the these all scripts from the we are developed. What are the scripts you are developed? All scripts it will be displayed here. So here you need to select from the your scripts. So for example, what is the our script name? If you go to the our scripts, right? Okay, what is the script we developed, right? Like everything is completed, that script will be ready from the execution binder. Okay, the documents we use them in that okay scripts. So we are developed the script will be so this is the latest one we are developed. Okay, this script we can push 24 0 to 2023. Okay, so that script is ready from the. So now we can go to the our script name. You need to select for the our script name. What is our script name? Web tour and 24. So this is our script. Is it correct? If you want, miss, you can check, recheck. 24/0 to 2023. So just you can add this. Okay. And after that, click on OK. So miss, just we are pushing our script into the controller. So you need to select for the scripts, how many scripts you have, you need to add from like that. And after that, just click on OK. Then it is a one more window, it is open. In this window, we can see the like design and run and diagnostics will be there. Three type of tabs will be there. Design scenario, what we can do means we can design the scenario, like how many users we want to execute, how much duration we want to execute. These all things we can perform in the design studio. Run nothing but once design is completed, just when you are doing for that test, right, you can monitor that test. And as same to the, we need to click on start button and we need to monitor from the like how the test is going. It's you are getting any errors or any failed transaction happening, and what is the transaction response time happening. We are seeing from the by graphical and assembled. By seeing here we can know for this. So this is the diagnostics, that is no need. Okay, just that is a diagnostics point of view they are added, but that is no need. Only we need from the design and run. So going to the design. In the design, you can observe here scenario group. Scenario group nothing but what is the script you pushed, that script is displayed here. And this is the your script location, where it is located, your script. And here quantity. Right now it is showing as a one quantity, nothing but it's a one user. And now it's the important thing, load generator. So load generator means it will be generate the load against the application, right? So the load generator, if you are doing for the any kind of load test or any kind of test, right? We need to add from the load generator. See, for example, you are executing with the 500 users. Depends on the your load generator capacity, like depends on the CPU memory utilization. So that is fine with the 100 users. Each load generator is a 100 users. Then 500 users means how many load generators you need? 5 load generators. So we need to add the load generators. How do we can add the load generator? Means we can click on add, and here it is asking for the name of the load generator, like 127.0.0.1. Means it is the load generator. It is like IP address, like it will be there. And as same to the we have the platform, nothing but it is a Windows or it is Linux. You need to select that. Now it is a Windows only. Then click on OK. Now you can observe here it is a load generator added from the one more. So if you want one more means you can add again. So like that we need to add from the load generator. So now what is our major thing we can do in the controller? We can design the scenario. Like design the scenario means how many users I want to execute, how much duration I want to execute. That is the important thing. So here you can observe we have the global schedule will be there. There we have the start users will be there. If you click on this, here start users nothing but how many users you want to. Like I want for the 100 users. So you need to give from the 100 users. So now you can observe here it is showing from the 100 users. Okay. And one thing is important thing I am telling, controller it is we are doing for the as a like just 50 user license only we have. So this is the free of cost, right? So only 50 users. If you want more than that, you want to execute means you need to buy the license. For example, you want to do for the 2000 users, then you need to buy the 2000 users license. Okay, so based on for the your number of users you need to buy, but we are doing for the free tool, right? So we have the maximum capacity will be 50 users. Okay, means number of users you need to design here. For example, you can 10,000 also you can add here. Okay, so you can observe here 10,000 it is updated. Means number of users we need to design from here. Now I am giving from the 50 users. Okay, and now we have the, so click on OK, 50 users, right? Every 10 users, I'm giving from the 10 seconds. Okay, I will explain this also. Okay, and after that, this is the duration. Duration, nothing but how much duration I want to execute. So we have the different kind of tests. So peak load test and spikes test, stress test, endurance test, failure test we have. So apart from the like endurance test, each and every test maximum we can run with the 1 hour duration. So means here you need to give for the 1 hour duration. Now we don't have that much of time, right? Just I am giving for the just 3 minutes time I will give. Okay, just 3 minutes time. Okay, then click on OK. And we have the stop users also. So how many users you want to stop and what is the ramp up, ramp down will be there. We'll discuss that. Okay, just I giving for the every 10 users will be 10 seconds it will be ramp up again. See, now you can observe I design scenario. How many users I design? 50 users. Okay, and duration will be 3 minutes and start also 10 users. So this is the, see you can observe. So how many users up to this? 50 users. After that, this is the duration. Like we are given 3 minutes. So, and after that, ramp down. Ramp down nothing but user will gradually down, user gradually increase. So we can call it as a, this is the ramp up, this is the duration, and this is the like ramp down. Like we can call it as a steady status also. Okay. Study status. Okay, so means that is okay. So ramp up, what is the ramp up means? User gradually increasing the load. Why we can increase the load? At a time we can give, right? what will happen? Your application will be might crash. So that is why what we need to do is minimum 2 minutes, like that you need to ramp up based on for the number of users. You need to ramp up. Okay, so you can observe here, ramp up it is happen from the 40 seconds. Means all 50 users will be coming from the here as a 40 seconds happen. And after that, this is the duration you can observe up to this 340. And after that, again, users will be down. See, finally, you can observe total test is executed from the 4 minutes 20 seconds. Users will be 0 at that time. Users will be 0. Means all users will be down. So this total duration we can call it as a elapsed time, like system total test duration time, including for the ramp up, study status, and ramp down. You can include from the means your test will be run with the 4 minutes 20 seconds. Why? Because you are given 3 minutes only. Why it is executing 4 minutes 20 seconds? Means it is including from the ramp up, ramp down also. You can observe here, this is the 40 and this is the 40. 40, 40, 80. 80 means 1 minute 20 seconds plus this is the 3 minutes. Total is the 4 minutes 20 seconds. You can observe. So you need to design the scenario like this. Based on for the number of users, you need to design the scenario like this. So now we'll go to the run tab. Now design is completed and everything is fine. Then I'm moving to the run tab. So here you can observe. So what is the scenario you are selected? That scenario it is display. So if you are select multiple also, it will display from the here multiple. Okay. And now 50 users will be down status, means it's not running status. Okay. All are down now. And now you can observe here, once we can start scenario, your execution will be start. Now you can observe, you can click on start scenario. You can observe elapsed time it is start. Elapsed time nothing but count with the 1 second onwards, 2 second, 3 second, your entire duration. See now you can observe 40 users will be init section end. Why it is init section end? I created as init section is a login section. So that is why first users is going to the init section from the all users. After that, they will jump from the run tab. Run tab nothing but they are doing for their business transactions like flight booking thing. So after his login is completed, all 50 users, every user is coming to the finally run state. Okay, now you can observe here, it's also it is generating per second how many it's happening. So we need to and password transaction. Transaction nothing but launch, login, click on flight. This all will be including password transaction as of now. This we don't have any failed transaction. You don't have any errors. So maybe you are facing many errors. Then you can stop that. And what is that error? You can just click on here. Okay, you can click on here. Then it is going to the that error page and it will show for the error. Like if you are seeing from that no match found error. What kind of error? That is are insufficient records. So those are like no match founder is a correlation issue. Like insufficient records means like parameterization, you don't have values. Okay, so these kind of errors you will get, and you need to resolve those things. Again, you can push the script and you can design, and again you can start the execution if you are failing anything. See now you can observe, and while during the test you should monitor from the graphs also. This is the graph. Okay, running user graph means users will be like this. This is a ramp up, and after that they are doing for the study status. See, this is the means here no one is again login. Already login is completed. All users will be login. Then now they are doing for the only transaction. Click on flight only. Click on flight every time. Click on flight, find flight, payment done. Again come to the click on flight again. Means multiple times it is a it from the up to 3 minutes duration from the study state. So and we can observe transactions also. During the test, you can observe from the transactions also. Now you can go here. So these are all the transactions. Each transaction, which transaction we can click on this, you can indicating right. This is the user init transaction. You can observe launch, login, and user in it, and we have the all transactions will be there, and you need to see the response time also, average response time, which transaction is taking high response time also we need to know. So you can observe every launch, this all will be, it is taking from the high response time, like 13, 14, 6, it is getting from the 37 also you are getting. Okay, so actually your SLA 2 seconds, but it's a more than that. Okay, means why it is taking high response time? That could be many reasons. Okay, maybe in your system CPU memory is not sufficient also, you will get that kind of error. So for example, in my system, I will check from the my CPU memory. I'm going to the task manager. Okay, so performance, you can observe CP is okay 43 percentage, and memory is 43 percentage. So means CPU memory is okay. It's like it is crossing for the more than you can observe 68 also it is crossing, and this, you can observe this is the 43. Okay, and we can see the each application process wise, like you can see this, like we are executing the test means background it will like this executing. For example, you can think about it, this is the one user, two user, three user, so every user also same like that, it is some utilization will be need, some CPU, some memory, some disk, and network also they need. Okay, so that is why we need from the load generator. Load generator they will configure for the as per our user load. So that is why means each user is consuming for the some resource utilization, nothing but CPU memory. So during the test, you should monitor from the CPU memory also, very important. Maybe you are observed CPU memory is crossing for the more than 80%, then like you can observe that means what will happen, you are executing 500 users, you are observed that like CPU or memory is increasing high, then you are not sufficient for the particular load point of view. Like in 500 user point of view, what is the CPU, what is the memory you have, that is not sufficient. Then what we need to do, we need to write from the mail to the our infrastructure team, we are executed with the 500 users, and we have observed that okay 500 users, the CPU memory could be high because of this many users. So could you please increase for the CPU memory? Then they will increase for the CPU memory like 8 GB to 16 GB and 4 GB to 8 GB. They will increase. Then again you can do the test, and at that time you can see the CPU memory is normal like that. You can see. So means very important thing from the CPU memory while during the test. You while during the test, for example, you are doing for the any kind of test, what will happen, right? It will execute for the 1 hour. 1 hour duration, don't do anything. Just you should monitor. So how the screen I am monitoring, right? Like how the running users going, how the transaction response time going, how the hits are going, how the throughput is generating. We are getting any failures, and how many pass transaction happen, how the it's going. So and CPU memory is sufficient is there. Now it is a normal, or so you need to monitor these all things during the test. That is your major job. Okay, now you can observe our test is finished. As per our test is 4 minutes 32 seconds is completed. Actually we are given 420 only. Why it is happen from the 432 means including from the results generation point of view also, it will take from the 10 seconds or 12 up to that it will take. So that is why 432 our test will be stopped. This many transaction will be passed. So now your execution is completed. Then what we need to do, you need to analyze the results, like each and every transaction response time. As per our SLA, we are got or not, you need to check. So now you need to open from the results. So already existing results, current results you want to open means click on analyze results. So if you click on analyze results, this will be invoked from the our one more component is a analysis, load runner analysis, and your results will be load here. Okay, otherwise you are you can save from the where you are saving, right? You can go there and open from the analysis and go to the file and click on open, and you can open from the analysis file also. Okay, now you can observe while once open for the analysis file, it will like this, it is come. So you can observe results will be creating. You should wait for the until 100%. Don't do anything. Don't click on cancel anything. So you should wait for the until 100%. See, now results are loaded. So you can observe everything is the results loaded. This is the runtime and the total duration, how much duration we are executed. And we can see the, yeah, it is asking from the, this is also complete analysis data is now available. You can view the data now, generate complete data again later. Do you want to view the data now? So it is asking after that, or you want for the now. So we want now only. So you can, every time you need to click for the S. Then it will generate for the complete analysis data with the graphs and everything. So now we can observe. So statistics we can observe. After like maximum running users, we are executed 50 users. Throughput is generated this many. What is the throughput? Nothing but when you are executing the test, right? Some bytes will be received from the server. So that is the throughput. Bytes will be received from the server. That is the throughput. And average throughput also you can observe total throughput this thing. And you can observe this is the our scenario. How to you can design the scenario? It is displaying from the here. And now major thing is important, transaction response time. So now you can observe what are the transactions you have, right? You can, okay, filter. Okay, now you can come to the first transaction launch. So what is the average response time? It is happen 8.323, and login it is happen 14.417, and you can observe payment 2 like 5.6. So every transaction will be more than our SLA, and you can observe here. And what is the like TPS is generated, how many transactions passed also we can see here. Total 3,922 transactions passed. For here in this report, right, you need to analyze the like everything you can analyze, like each and every transaction. You can observe sign off is a 50 times, and you can observe like launch also, login also it is happen only 50 times. Because why it is happen? We are created as a separate black user init section we are added. So that is why only login it is happen. How many users you are executing? Only that time it is execute. But is the business transaction you can observe, it is executing for the maximum times. Like in the 1 hour duration, like in 4 minute duration, how much time it is execute? It will execute it for the 230s, 256 times from the each and every business scenario. And after that, you should understand from the graphs also, like running users, nothing but just our design only. This is like this design, and this steady states and ramp down, and hit per second. How the hits is going, we can observe like this. And throughput, how that throughput is generated by graphically. And transaction summary, nothing but each transaction, how many times it is executed, it is calculated here. And average response time. So each and every transaction, like graphical oriented also we can see here. So this is happen from the what is the maximum, what is the average, and everything we can see from the here. So like this, you should monitor from the your test. Okay.
So that 50 users, what type of test is it? Is load test or
No, no, no. Now no, I'm not telling any kind of test. Okay. Just this is for a how to we
for
can do the test.
controller?
Okay. I'm not explain for
Control.
the any kind of test. Okay. Just controller. You can design. So like you can like forget that thing. What kind of test? So if you are doing for the any kind of test, we can do for this is the way, and you need to analyze the results. This is the way. That thing is important. Okay.
Okay. Okay, but the clients or user, this user we want to do load test, they will only give no
Yes. Yes.
clients.
Yeah. Yeah. Client will be give. So based on that, you need to decide. For example, okay,
Okay.
we'll go to the Okay. Okay. So now I am giving for the one scenario. Okay. I think we need to open X. Okay. Excel we can open, then it is clear. So already I told workload model. What is the workload model? What is the workload model?
Design the scenarios by specific number of users and the number of transactions.
So we can already this all things from the like workload model type. Like when you are preparing the workload model, you need to decide from the what kind of testing I want to do and how to we can decide from the like number of users and these things. So for example, you are preparing for the NFR, okay, non-functional requirements or workload model, whatever may be. So you need to decide from the NFR, like what is the my peak load. So is given as a 4.5 millions for the peak day value. Okay. And peak hours you are connected. So that is happen from the 3,75,000. So peak hours, how it is peak day value means 1 day value, nothing but 18 hours. We can calculate as 18 hours. Peak day values means by 12 you can do. So 4,55,000 there, right? You can, what you can do means equal to, you need to divided by 12. So you can observe how much it is came, 3,75,000. Means this is the hours calculated. Total will be 4,50,000. So we are getting for the 4.5 millions this one. So this is for the 3,75,000 you got peak day. So now you want from the TPS. You know for the peak day volume, peak hour, then you want for the TPS. TPS nothing but transaction per second. Per second, how many transactions happening? You need to calculate. How do you can calculate means? So here is the this rate. You can give it as a equal. So per hour, how many seconds? 3,600 seconds. So you will get from the, this is the 104 TPS here. Okay. Now we have the number of virtual users. How to will get means we have the pacing will be there. What is the pacing? Pacing nothing but it's a delay between the iteration. So iteration nothing but what? So your entire business scenario, like you are launching login and click on flight and find flight payment logout. That is the every scenario. So each and every scenario you are giving from the like iteration, you are giving for the some delay. So the delay it is called as a pacing. Why we are giving for the pacing means, so if you not given pacing, what will happen? Immediately again and again negative will execute. Then what will happen means your application will be, it is a slow or it may be crash also it is happen. So means some breathing is needed from the your application also. So that is why we need to give for the some in between pacing. So I'm considered as a 2 pacing. Then what will happen means just number of users is equal to, we have formula will be there. So we'll write here. Okay. Yeah. Number of users is equal number of users is equal. So you have the what are the things it will come, right? Like think time will be there. Think time plus pacing plus RT, nothing but response time into TPS. So this is the formula. Now number of users we know. For example, we are not calculated this. Okay. Now I want for the number of users. Now number of users we know, we don't know. Number of users you don't know. Okay. And after that, think time pacing, you know. Think time also we don't know. What is that? 0. Okay. Think time 0. And pacing also we know for the pacing. What is the pacing? 2. Response time you also don't know. So now TPS, you know. How much TPS? 104.
104.
22.
Okay. 104. Now what will happen? Number of users is equal to n is equal to, so 2 into 104. How many things it will come? 208. So means using this formula, maybe you don't know from the TPS. Then you need to calculate for the number of like TPS. Then what you know for the already users, you know for that 208 is a users, you know, and equal to only pace, you know, into 2 pacing and into what is that TPS you don't know. TPS. Then what will happen? TPS is equal to
TPS is
208 by
208
2. So then equal to how much? 104.
104.
Means, so using this formula, we can find from the pacing. So very important thing, interview, they will ask for the right from the, they will give for the scenario and number of user this many think time, this is the pacing, and I want TPS. Otherwise, I want for the number of user. So you need to calculate like this. Okay. So maybe you don't know pacing. Pacing also you don't know. Number of users you know. Okay. Now like pacing you don't know. Pacing into we have the TPS already you know for the 104. Then what will happen? P is equal to how much? 2. So we need to calculate like this. It's clear everyone? So now 104 is your TPS you found, and how many users you got? 208. So this is the, we can consider as a baseline. Our baseline number of users will be, we can do for the baseline test also. Okay. Baseline user will be 208. But you need to do for the different kind of test. What are the test means? Peak load. Okay. Peak load. Peak load test. And spike test. And stress and endurance. So, and one more is a like kiosk testing. We can call it as a kiosk testing, nothing but it's a failure test. Failure test. So this kind of unit. First, you know, for the baseline. How many users you got baseline? You got 8.
208.
208. Now you want from the what? Peak load. So peak load you want to miss, we need to calculate for the n nothing but it's a baseline. Okay. We can consider as a baseline is the our n. Okay. And n plus 1. So nothing but n nothing but it's a 2023 load. N plus 1 nothing but 2024. We need test for the future, right? That is why they are taking from us as a perform testing. So n plus 2 nothing but it's a 2025. And n plus 3. This is the 2026. So now this is the your. Now you know the n. How much n? 208.
208.
Now n plus 1 we know. Means we can calculate as a 2008 plus 1. Is it correct? No. So we need to give for the year-on-year growth. We need to give for the year-on-year growth. So year-on-year growth 3%. 3% cumulative. Maybe if it is a disconnect, right? Again, you can join. Okay. So year-on growth is how much? 3% cumulative. Then how do we can calculate means? So it is n plus 10. What will happen, right? Is equal to 208 into how much percentage it is load is increasing? 3%.
3%.
So total how much? 6.24. So 208 is your baseline plus 6.24 means how much it is come? 204.24 is correct. I'm adding from the 208 plus 6.24. 214, right? So now again cumulative nothing but again this load, like now n plus 2 2025 load is we are expecting from the 214.24 into 3%. 3%. Then how much it is come? Again 6.42. So already you have the 214 is there. So you need to add from this 214.24 plus 6.4272. Now you can calculate. So how much?
220.4.
220.6672. So that load it is coming from the where? This one. 220.6672. Now again this load will be cumulated with the 3%. How much? 220.6672